All right, we are live, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Deconversion Stories. And today I have what do you call yourself? Ultra Super Chris or some shit like
The
that?
amazing, not ultra, the amazing Super Chris. It's the amazing
Super Chris. Otherwise known as the Daily Atheist. You might be familiar with his show. He goes on at stupid o'clock in the morning with the Daily Atheist morning show. Well, mind you, it can't be that stupid. I'm already at work when you get going, so.
Yeah. No, it's stupid early. It is. You know, it's to those out there who are, some people just get up early in the morning, right? There's those weirdos. They do it.
Excuse me?
Yeah. There are those out there, and then there are those out there who do it for their work. And see, my wife does it for her work, and I do it for my wife. And so, it's her fault. I blame her entirely.
Blame the
dog and the dogs. I gotta say, yes, it's the dog's fault. Really, it's the dog's fault. If it weren't for the dogs.
Well, what do they do? Wake you up like feed me kind of looks on their faces, or
right? Well, she gets up at stupider early in the morning. Like, yeah, it's an ungodly hour. That's one of the first reasons why I noticed that, you know, as an atheist, it was an ungodly hour. It was perfect time for me. Really. Anyway, so like 3 or 3:30 in the morning when she gets up. Well, yikes. The dogs, they get up at 3 or 3:30 in the morning because she feeds them, you know, so she gets up and feeds them and plays with them and all this other stuff. And so, you know, she tried at first to be quiet and, you know, but now her job has changed. So she'll sleep until like, you know, she doesn't have to go in nearly as early, but I'm the one who gets up at 4:30 in the morning every day. I'm the Pavlov's dog that still gets up. So,
we were just talking with my buddies downstairs. I was out there watching the Canadians game versus Florida, and we're talking about how the cats wake him up every morning. And the big one, whose name is Bobby Orr, go figure, jumps up on the bed and lands right on his nuts every morning at like 5:30 or 6 o'clock in the morning. So
really,
yeah. So he likes to dupe them. He's going, okay, guys, let's go get some food because there's two of them, and then they run out into the kitchen and he dodges into the bathroom for like 10, 20 minutes and makes them wait for their food after that.
Really? Yeah, I'd have to eat me some kitty for. Yeah, I say that, but then I put up with it from these dogs, you know, I mean, but I always say that if society collapses or civilization collapses, these guys are going to be tasty. They're going to be tasty and delicious. And what I say is that as soon as, you know, everything is going down, the society collapsing, you know, people are running crazy in the streets. First thing we should do right then, don't wait, right then, pitch them in the freezer. See, that way, because if you feed them for weeks, then that's food you have to give them for weeks.
Yeah.
But if you pitch them in the freezer right then, they'll be nice and tasty and delicious later, and you can eat that food yourself. I'm just saying. We're planning. The wife says no. She says that's a no. Yeah.
That's
a hard no. I think if society collapsed, you'd see her lugging my body into a freezer. That'd be the first thing to
go. Someone's not getting anything tonight, that's for sure.
Yeah, well.
All right, well, let's get that onto the business here, Chris.
Okay.
By the way, guys, if you don't know what Chris does, he does that Daily Atheist show that I was telling you about. And there are links below where you can find everything that he's all about. So check that out. And if you're not subbed to his channel, definitely go and do that. Right. Also, if you do like what I do, as some people apparently do, there are ways to help support the show if you feel like you want to do that. I've got a bunch of links down below, so go check those out as well. And if you can find it in your heart, you can help me out a little bit.
There you go.
Not that you can actually store anything in your heart, but, you know, I mean, other than the blood that it pumps through your body. Right. But Chris, you know what I do here, man. I talk to people about their journeys away from their previous faiths and into either another one or just completely into an atheist or, you know, the whole spiel there.
Yes.
So why don't you take me back, or us, I should say, because we have people watching, back to when you first started realizing that this stuff was kind of bogus, and what led you out of it as the dominoes fell, and then to becoming the atheist activist that you are today.
Okay. All right. So I got words, the best words.
The best words. Thanks, Trump.
Good words. All right. So I was raised as a Christian back in the day. My
Any
mom and
specific denomination, or
no, not really. It varied. It varied from time to time. Yeah, to be honest, I don't.
okay,
To be honest, I didn't really understand that there were different denominations for a long time.
right?
14, 15, 16, maybe even later. I mean, I kind of may have known. I just didn't really know what it meant. It was just so, I was raised up West Texas Christian. Every now and then we went to church on a Sunday and we prayed. There was praying sometimes, especially we prayed often on Thanksgiving and Christmas. And
Easter,
Easter probably, and on your way to the principal's office, and these are
that's a first.
These are the times we prayed.
I like that. That's great.
Yeah, so that was kind of and then that's how it was loose. Jesus was there. We believed. God. I don't really know if we thought about the distinction between Jesus and God. We just didn't ask those questions, just sweet baby Jesus. We just love that we made it through that tornado. and that was kind of all it was. It was like that distinct, far away thing. And so, yeah, like I've always said, we just weren't programmed right. We weren't properly indoctrinated.
Properly indoctrinated.
Yeah. So, but my dad, he was always
sounds like an oxymoron, dude. I got to tell you.
Yeah. Well, no, yeah. You properly indoctrinate somebody, properly program them as children, and they will continue to believe throughout their entire life. I was not properly indoctrinated. My parents very loosely treated the religion. My dad was always a loose Christian, but he rarely went to church, and the reason why was because he didn't have good enough clothes to go to church.
Oh.
You know what I mean? And the fact that he felt that way about most of the churches and that they were really like that back in the 60s and 70s and 80s and all that. Maybe in I don't know, but that was, so that's how we were loose. He read the Bible to us as kids, little bits of it, obviously, we knew parts of it, but now mom and dad split up, and dad went to Fort Worth, and we went with our mom to West Texas as little kids. And mom was pretty religious, and not really deeply religious though.
Not like fundamentalist, you mean?
No, it was like single mom, 5 kids, going to church, looking for a man.
Right.
Kind of religious. Wasn't really religious. She was more, doing going out looking for a partner. We all do that, right? I can't really knock her for that. That's what we do. Doesn't matter that she had 5 kids. It just, you do what did she have 5 at the time? Not 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, but 5. Yeah, 5 kids. Because then we had 2 little brothers after that. See, so she was Christian, but then she started going to church. So we became these Episcopals, and we got, is that right? Episcopalians?
Sure.
Yeah, okay. All right, we were Episcopalians. Anyway, so we got baptized. It doesn't even sound right to say it. Baptized Episcopalian. I don't know what the hell it was, brother. It's been so long. Many. I was young. Tadpole. So, I don't remember, but yeah. But somebody has pictures. My sister someday will just pop up someday and like, look, I got these pictures of you, and it's like me in a little brown suit with a red shirt underneath at some church. Fire coming out.
Wait, the pastor had a blowtorch? Cool.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was kind of as a kid, and then I got a little older and continued being, hey, Kristen's in the thing, Miss India's in the thing. There's lots of people. Dude, you got like 16 people, stalkers. They're stalkers.
Watching us.
So I kind of stayed that way as a Christian for many moons. I started to question certain things. I remember distinctly one time I tell this story often on my show about being in church, and I had a girlfriend I was chasing, and she wanted to go to church. So we went to church. Of course, that's one of those times. I don't know what kind of church it was. It was non-denominational, whatever the hell that means. We're the denomination of
means pretty much non-denominational.
So we went to that church, and I was doing, I think it was a King James, and she was doing an NIV Bible, and mine said, hers said we sacked the town and went along our way, and mine said something like, we killed everybody, we kicked their dog, we took their women and children, and we killed the women and the people. And I mean, it's really ugly in mine, but hers was really light. And I thought, well, I thought this was the word of God. How can they be that different? And I remember being one of the first chinks. Of course, always before that, as a light Christian, anytime I got into a position or place where they were hardcore Christians, I would become nervous and look around. Yeah, he's cool. He's cool.
Yeah, I like that guy.
Or good evening.
420. I always wait till after to have a doobie, but
Right.
It's all good.
Oh yeah, no, he always passes to the left during the show. I get it.
Huh.
Yeah. So
sweet.
Yeah. Loose Christian. But then, like I said, anytime somebody got, they sit around, they wanted to hold hands and praise Jesus and stuff like that. I always got awkward during those times.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, are you really? Y'all, I don't know. It just made me feel awkward.
You never had the opportunity, like with a really cute girl beside you that you could hold hands with, or
not in church.
Get those butterflies, or not in church.
No, not in church.
You can always hide behind the pew.
No, just the pastor.
I'm not even touching that one, Chris. Well, folks, that's it for tonight. I knew this was going to be fun, but Jesus fucking Christ, dude. And there we see Chris's logo, for all of you that don't know what it looks like, because he's losing it. He's losing his shit right now. You heard her, Chris. Come on. Remember, buddy, happy wife, happy life, my friend. I think he's crying, guys. Here you go, buddy. Tissue. I'm covered. It's prepared. That was fucking great, though. Well, that's a moment I'm gonna edit that moment out, and I'm gonna save that shit for something. All right, drink or something. There we go. Breathe, yeah, breathe.
Think about nuns.
That's a way to dampen it right there. I wouldn't get into the habit. There's a bad joke for you if I ever heard one.
Okay. No more pastor jokes. I'm okay.
All right.
Y'all got that one for free.
But you do have super chat options.
That's good. I have to remember that. Someday I'm going to have super chat. Not today.
You will. You will. Once you hit 1,000, I think it happens.
Well, I'm getting close to that. I've got, actually, let me go look. I want to go put an eyeball upon it and see how many
folks. Not what this show's about, Chris.
I have 699, not 700, not 698, but 699 subscribers right now.
You went right past that. I remember when you were like, get me to 666, and you're all like,
I know. Well, here's what happened. I was like at 664. And Kristen come along, and she's like, hey, Chris, come hang out with me in this group of this really large people. And I jumped in, and there was this really large people, and I told her, I don't know if you know this, but I'm almost to 666. I didn't say it in that group because I was moderating the group. Not there to toot my own horn. And here she comes, and she said, hey, look, Chris has got 666. Or 664, and he's almost there. And so this big group all piled on me so fast and got me right over it.
Yeah. Hot for pastor.
I'm hot for pastor. See, I mean, that's, because guys, sitting around chilling, that's hilarious. That's just hilarious. But that's also bad because there's lots of people who've been victimized, and it's not funny.
Absolutely.
It's not funny shit. I'm sorry, So that's why I was like, I'm laughing, but I shouldn't be laughing. I'm sorry, guys. I'm laughing. Don't be looking because I'm laughing.
Well, as long as you make the distinction that there's no disrespect to those people.
Oh yeah. No, I didn't. I mean, I have our. So because I do tend to be funny out of humor, out of one of the last bastions of being able to say certain things. I actually have a commercial. I got to find it. I don't know where it's at. I made it a long time ago. It's a fake commercial for a radio station. I hope I don't get your channel in trouble. But it was for a line of Father Flanagan's line of inflatable altar boys. So it started. It had the Irish music and everything. I got to go find it. No, I don't know where it's at. But,
yeah, I remember you mentioning that before, and I've definitely got to see that if you can find it.
Yeah, well, I could always remake it. Funny. Yeah.
Oh, hang on. So Kristen is saying that the group she introduced you to was Talk Heathen group, I guess.
Yes. Well, she's her and Dave have really introduced me to a lot of people. Yeah, but Talk Heathen group. And then Atheist Experience. Talk Heathen Group, I went in there, and I believe she's right. That is the one. And after she made the announcement, there were so many people that kind of went over there. I think the next time I looked, it was 668 or something. She took a snapshot of me at 666, though.
That's too fucking funny, Rory.
Tinklepuff.
Father Tinklepuff. Sounds like a Pokemon.
Collect them all.
Yeah.
Pocket monster. That's what that means.
Yes, it does. Yeah.
And then when applied to a priest, see, still not funny. Don't go there. Not funny.
Oh, yeah.
Funny.
I agree with Kristen here.
Yeah.
We got to get you to Faithless Form. Yeah.
I would love to get to Faithless Form. I'm trying to get to, because Faithless Form is in June or July? June, see? Yeah. I'm trying to get to the American Atheist.
That's an
convention. Yes, April 9th through the 12th. I'm trying to get there. I've got a GoFundMe that I was going to shut down. I'm not sure that I'm going to leave it and just kind of work every angle as best I can and try to get merch. But I've sold some merch. I had like some merch sales, and merch sales goes a lot. I'd really rather have merch sales than a GoFundMe. And the reason why is because although I appreciate people's money, if you're going to throw me $20, yeah, they actually get something for it, and send me pictures of you and the thing at the place. That's cool, because then I'll put it up. I have a few of those. Some people, you're not going to believe this. I don't believe it's kind of cool. Some folks have been buying my book off the interwebs, off of Amazon.
Very cool.
The real the paperback, and then taking photographs of it when they get it and sending me the photographs.
That's cool. You gonna show everyone those pictures as they come, or?
Well, yeah. I already have two plus somebody who's bought merch who sent me images. So I'm gonna put those together in a little thing and show it off. Yeah, heck yeah, I want to show it off. I think that's pretty cool. So.
Another going on about Tinklepuff versus Jigglypuff, who is the actual Pokemon in Smash 3. Tinklepuff is like Jigglypuff. It'll kick your ass in Smash 3. That's my friend Autobot Starscream.
There you go. There you go. All right. I got to be honest. I am not entirely familiar with Pokemon. I know it means pocket monster.
Quite all right. Yeah.
I know you collect them. I know. Don't they get bigger? Like you guys have not seen my final form.
They evolve. You can evolve.
See?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have the game.
A Wiggly. Shill. See, best name ever. It's so awesome.
Pokemon.
Hey, that is cool. That's it. There you go.
And I caught a bunch of new ones recently, so it's kind of cool.
Did you? You look like a Pokemon kind of person.
Well, I never played the card game. I was always a Yu-Gi-Oh guy, right? And but Pokemon Go is fun.
I see. I haven't played it. My son plays it. He loves it. Those young folk, they got all that stuff. So Faithless Forum, June what? June when? So I mean, it's one of those things that if I can make it to this one here, there would be plenty of time between the American Atheist convention in Phoenix.
That's when it happens. June 19th to 21st. Right?
There you go. Okay. June 19th.
My little banner 21st. There.
Yeah. So April, May, June. So I mean, there would be plenty of time to make it. I don't know. They may be sold out. Right now, the hotel, just last night, I was just looking to see about the hotel for the convention in Phoenix. They are sold out.
Yeah. Well, I still have my room on reserve, which I'll pay for as soon as I get. I went to pay for the rooms, or the room, sorry, that also Bemilzebub and Bible Belt Atheist are going to be sharing that room with me. But I went to put in my visa, and it expires in May, so they wouldn't accept it.
Really?
Which is really weird. But my replacement is coming this month. I think by the 19th I should have it. So I'll just go on again with the new expiration date and take care of that. Book the room, and then Bob and Zach are going to throw me a third each for the cost of it all.
Well, that's cool. Yeah. Well, if I can get the money up that looks like it's going to be enough to where I can go, because I can drive from here. I don't have to fly. I can just drive it.
Sure.
So if I can get some gas and just a hotel for the time that's there, then I'll go ahead and go. But I just may not be able to get that hotel. I may have to drive from another one to do the convention. But American Atheist has offered me a YouTuber's booth for free.
Cool.
And they've offered me free access to
do it. Do it. Definitely do it.
Yeah. So I got to work it. Dance, monkey, dance. So I'm dancing.
Yeah, Diana will not be able to make it. She's not. She financially she can't because of all the medical stuff that she's got to take care of for herself, and that's of course is far more important than making it to that to the Faithless Forum. Although it would be, you know what, if I could afford to, I'd just get her there, but unfortunately, I can't. So I wish I could. If I could afford it, I'd bring everybody.
Oh yeah,
but,
absolutely.
But I'm not Daddy Warbucks, you know.
True.
I mean, I make a pretty good living, but you know.
Yeah. And that's what this is about. That's part of what the whole building it up. And if I can get to that one there and do the Faithless or the American Atheist Convention and build the channel and get my sales up and get my things up, that'll help facilitate getting me to Faithless Forum. Now, Faithless Forum is a month and a half away, so that's plenty of time, I think, if I can, you know, make things go right to make it to the other one. I'm sure they'll have plenty of tickets. It'll just be the same situation where I'll have to find a different hotel room other than the one at the actual convention. So that's all.
Oh. Starscream, send me your number and I'll add you to my friends list. I've got Jimmy on my friends list and Cirrus. Yeah. All right. So back to the story, man. We've sidetracked like crazy.
Okay. Story. So where
you were in church and we started cracking up over the pastor comment. And then you got to sort of pick it up from that point, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. So we can go from there. So I was a light Christian. Then I came here to Albuquerque, and I was working here in Albuquerque, and I had met my friend. His name is Mike. Now, Mike, he at the time I met him, I think, or shortly thereafter, he became a wannabe atheist, a pseudo atheist. I'm going to call it a pseudo atheist. Mike, if you're watching, I'm sorry. They're never watching when I say that. They're never watching. Anyway, and what I mean by a pseudo atheist is that he's mad at God. God has not done him right in his mind. Mm-hmm. He's poor. He shouldn't be poor. God should be showing him better. So he's going to turn his back on God and become an atheist. And he's not really an atheist. He's just mad at God. And God's supposed to go, hey, I'm here. And then you're like, okay, God. And you go back to being a Christian whenever things get better, you know, whenever, whatever happens. But so I'm just saying he wasn't really an atheist. He was just mad at God. And then me and another friend of mine, who was also a Christian, of the same fashion I was. He was a little bit more into it than I was. We talked my buddy Mike back into the faith. Mm-hmm. You know? And I remember, I think Tony, my buddy Tony, specifically used the whole, what's it called now? You know, if there is a hell, Pascal's wager. Used Pascal's wager on him, and that was kind of one of the things that made him, you know. Anyway, Mike became a Christian there again. Angels from heaven sang. And then, you know, I went about my way. And then I went back to Texas. And while I was in Texas, I became thusly an atheist, a full-blown atheist. And I remember having my doubts and I started to question and things like that. And it became okay in my mind. And then, of course, the great Chris Hitchens came into my life. I was sitting there one day and I'm sure anybody who watches me already knows this story. I've probably already told. I'm such a fanboy of Chris Hitchens. Chris Hitchens, CNN ran this. It was actually, I think it was Jerry Falwell.
Oh, sorry. I'm just showing Starscream that I sent the friend request.
Awesome. Jerry Falwell had just passed away, and Chris Hitchens was going to be on CNN. And they kept touting that this atheist was going to be on and talk about the late Jerry Falwell. I think it was Jerry. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, so finally, Anderson Cooper gets Chris Hitchens on there, and Chris Hitchens starts going off. I mean, just as soon as he just goes off on the late pastor, talking about how he should be selling pencils from a cup, and he's just crazy. And I thought, man, this guy's going to hell. He's going straight to hell. This guy's my spirit animal. And yeah, I remember that being one of the first outs for me. It was Chris Hitchens. And then, so now I become an atheist. I actually started writing my blog, writing certain articles. I did, article writing and things like that. I wasn't writing the book at the time, but I was writing the article. And then I started going back to Albuquerque to see my friend and my friends. And my buddy Mike couldn't hang out on Saturday nights because he was down on Central from 10 to 2 a.m. between all the bars down on Central Albuquerque, holding signs and talking to people about Jesus. That's how far he had gone into the faith. His whole family, actually, his wife would stand down there with him. They'd take their kids and this whole deal. And, they would debate strangers on the street at 2 a.m. or up until, the bars closed. And, so I came back and I met him, and I couldn't believe this was happening. And now at this time, I was just become an atheist. I wasn't really an activist about being an atheist. And his friends, I thought I was going to talk to him. And yeah, Hitchens was the man. That's awesome. Yeah. So I was just going to talk to him and bring him out of the darkness into the light. That's what I thought was going to happen. That's not what happened. I got there, and it was actually me, him, and his friends from church standing out there debating religion. Like why do they want to take the "In God We Trust" off the money? Why do they want to take one nation under God out of our schools and stuff like this? And I found myself on the defensive to questions I hadn't considered. Apparently the Freedom from Religion Foundation had been fighting these fights, and these people knew more about it than I did. So when they hit me with that, they're like, why would they want to take the "In God We Trust" off the money? I'm like, I don't know. I don't care. And I thought, well, really, if you stop and think about it, what if it was a law or any of this other stuff? And I just, without knowing any more than that, was able to take up the fight based on those, or the debate based upon those things. And I remember going back to Texas. And I hadn't changed my buddy Mike's mind, but it changed my mind. Clearly, I had found myself a mission. I was atheism was my thing.
Okay.
I found a cause. I found a hill to die upon.
Me too, man.
Yes.
Long time ago, but sure.
Well, now we're talking like 2012, 2011. So that was that was many moons. Now, Falwell died in like 2000. I don't know when he died. I saw the video in 2006 or 2007. I'm not sure when it was. But whenever I ran into my buddy Mike was 2011 or 2012. And then I wrote my book, Anti-Theist, in 2013. Set it up on Amazon. So.
Very cool.
Pokemon.
I'm just trying to figure out who the new one is.
Catch them all.
Holy shit, I got Pokemon to catch here.
I've never had this happen before. I mean,
what's that?
No, go ahead.
Ooh, tough one. You're watching me catch Pokemon live here, folks.
There you go. That's right. Anyway, so that's what got me into the atheism. And then I was trying to figure out what to do with myself about a year and a half ago. I guess January last year. Figured out the wife kept suggesting that I do something, and I thought, well, I'll do an atheist channel. So I started doing an atheist channel.
Very cool.
Here we are.
Yeah. Speaking of the channel, let's talk about some of the people you've had on.
Okay. I've had some very interesting people on. Actually, I got a fanboy on it first, though. Before we go there, I'm going to have Richard Carrier on this weekend. I got a hold of him. He responded. Richard Carrier is going to be on my show. Anyway, I'll get back to that. Let me circle back to that. I've had Marie Delafont and don't tell me I forget, Dave Warnock on my show. Those were some very interesting guests.
Dave's awesome.
Yeah, a lot of fun. And poor them for the time frame. You know, it was an early time frame for them. They're sleepers.
Yeah.
So Kristen's really going to get you. She's going to club you like a baby harp C over here in front of God and everybody.
Right in front of I'm sorry, who? Which one?
Yeah, right. So what was the question about the channel? Sorry. I got this.
Like what's going on with your channel? Like what are the upcoming plans? Some of the guests you've had on. Let's talk a bit about your channel because it's really good.
Let me talk about the channel. I love talking about the channel. All right, so let me tell you about the channel. So I started doing the channel last year. I come out with a few videos. I put out a few videos. I come up with this idea, Quickie with the Skeptic, and it was whenever some nutbag out there hurts himself or their kid or something by rubbing Leola root on their crap instead of going to a real doctor. So I did a few of those videos and that was okay. And then I kind of dropped off and didn't do any videos. I started doing some streams actually. And one of the things that got me out of doing the streams was I popped into a stream and I ran into Steve McRae debating Duke. And it was just this nightmare. It was it was this whole meltdown of meltdowns. And I had no idea what was going on. I was like, dude, why are you being... And really, if you go back and watch that one, I still feel that, although I don't feel the same way I did at the time about what was going on, the moderator did jump in. He kept jumping in on Duke. That was unfortunate. I felt that was that's not what he was there for. That's what I was upset about. Anyway, so that kind of got me out of it. It got me a bad taste of it. They were both atheists and they were fighting each other embarrassingly in the public eye over what's an atheist and what's not an atheist and what's an agnostic and what's not an agnostic and blah, 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 blah. People are killing their kids with their faith. They give their kids prayers and rub oils on their heads or whatever, and their kids die. And these people are arguing about what's an atheist and what's, you know what I mean? If you're going to pick your battles, pick your battles. And that's not a battle I wanted to be. I didn't want to be a part of the atheist scene if that's what it was. This time I decided I was going to start making videos. I came up with the idea for the series, The Evil God Monster of Abraham, which I have loved doing the Evil God Monster of Abraham series. I also did like the top 10s there for a while in December. I did top 10 reasons why Christians do things.
Your Evil God series is fantastic, by the way.
Thank you. I'm glad you like it. I enjoyed it.
I've seen every one of them.
Have you really?
Yep, so far anyways. I think so. Pretty sure. There may be one or two I haven't, but I'm pretty sure I've seen them all. Yeah,
there's only 8 so far. I've got number 9.
And I've seen them all.
Written. Yeah, it's written. I just need to record it.
So this goes on in my chat all the time. Dallas pops in and goes, Neil. Then I pop in and go, oh, wait, no, that's not it.
That's not you. Texas.
No, this one. Dallas. Yeah, and then that cube does the Texas.
Yes. And I got the Texas. Hey, Dallas. Hola, senor. There you go. So that was my deal with the Evil God Monster. I really enjoy that series. That's a lot of fun. Thank you.
Yes, SS64 does as well. Whoops.
Yes. I'll tell you, my evil plan of doom and despair is this. I enjoy the Evil God Monster of Abraham series. I am going to do 10 in a row, take the scripts from each one of those and some of the memes and stuff, put them all into a PDF file or whatever you do to make magic, to make the thing happen. And I'm going to put that on Amazon to sell as a book. And I'm going to have a series of these script books for like $1 or whatever, just for kicks and giggles, right? It's to have content. Somebody will do it. Anyway, to do that as I go through the series. And I want to use this series as a platform from which I can go to various places like the Faithless Forum or the American Atheist Convention and become a speaker and speak on this Evil God Monster series. That's my plan.
That's cool.
Yes. So
it works. And apparently you've got some fans in the audience. I like what 64 said here too. Ultimate authoritarian monster.
Yes.
Yep.
Well, in that book I mentioned, The Anti-Theist, that I put out in 2013, I would refer to God as the Evil God Monster of Abraham. And the book Bible is the book of death. And this was part of the reason.
Murder, death, kill. Isn't that what you always say?
I do say murder, death, kill. Yeah, I do say that.
Yeah.
Stole that right from Sylvester Stallone. Sylvester,
Demolition Man. Demolition Man. Yeah. Yeah, because Stallone's watching my chat.
If you're watching, I stole it. Come get me.
Do you know who does follow me on Twitter? And I've actually had interactions with?
Who's that?
Julia Sweeney, ex-Saturday Night Live alumni. She played the character Pat that no one could tell what gender she was.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Cool.
Yeah. She follows me. I was like, since I found that out, I was like, I saw it pop up. This is a while back. Julia Sweeney follows you. I'm like, wait a minute. Like, the Julia Sweeney? And I had to go look, and sure shit, it's her.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah. Hey, guess what? I'm going to have Richard Carrier on my show this weekend. I'm going to have this guy. Huh?
I had him on a couple days ago.
This is not about you. It's about me.
Valid point.
Oh, by the way, thank you for the link to get me to Richard Carrier. I appreciate it.
Oh, sure. Yeah, one to you and also to Christy Santiago, so they can get him on the Leah podcast as well, right? So.
It's gonna be a good one. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
So that's good. I'm looking forward to that. I have guests lined up for every day next week, and most I think of the next week. Pretty sure. Yeah, I'm set. And that's, to be honest, I'm quite lazy about it. The morning shower Sunday, we've talked about my different series of episodes. Please watch the Evil God Monster of Abraham series. I love that one. I liked watching that one. That's fun. It's fun. I have fun. Anyway, but also I do the Daily Atheist morning show. So the Daily Atheist morning show, we do 5 days a week, Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. Eastern time. That's just
right,
which is what?
It's 5 a.m. my time.
Which is 5 a.m. his time. It's stupid early.
Yeah, that's what I always call it, stupid o'clock in the morning.
Yes. So I do the Daily Atheist morning show. And then on Saturday, we do it at 10 o'clock Eastern. So, and it's sci-fi. We always do sci-fi. This Saturday, I'm having Richard Carrier. Richard Carrier is going to be on my show. Whose show? My show. This guy.
The PhD.
This show. That's right. Doctor even.
Yeah. So, he's for a guy who could be a complete arrogant dick, he's just not that. He's a pretty cool guy. It's
been a lot of fun. He replied to me and he's like, send me your stuff as quick as you can so I can get stuff going. I've had things going on, and I'm going to get his show built and get it to him, and I'm looking forward to having him on the show. Because you heard the other day, I was told the story that somebody had said, hey, go watch this guy and you'll believe his way of thinking about Jesus and whether Jesus was real or not. Mm-hmm. And I did. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's got some very interesting things that he brings up about all of it.
So, I thought it was very awesome. Yes, IQ, thank you very much. Yeah. So I've got the morning show. It's a lot of fun. Richard Carrier, this Saturday. And then so I'm working on that, and what else have I got going on? Oh, yeah, just the merch thing and selling merch so I can get to the different places over here to see people.
I really should start a merch store too.
You don't have a merch store?
No, I don't. And it's funny because I just bought 2 more shirts. I bought Atheist Edge because Jim said I have to.
No, you have to. You're going there. You're going to be there. Yeah.
And I bought the open-minded, I think, shirt from Truth Wanted. So, which I thought was pretty cool. So. And I'm also I'm going to pick up a Dear Mr. Atheist shirt, and I definitely want one of yours, Chris. So I like to represent everyone.
That's wonderful. I thank you. Cool merch. I have a discount code called Cool Merch, all one word. Okay. 10 or 15% off. I don't remember, but just for those.
If you can save, you can save.
Absolutely, it's cool.
Yeah, Flow State was saying the merch is easy to make on Teespring, and that's. I have a membership on Teespring, so that's probably the one I'm going to use. That's the one that most people use, as far as I know.
Yeah. I've got one that I've sold a couple of. It's this says my cat is the only deity in this house, and it's got a little picture of a cat. The one I originally tried to make, it was knocking these little religious symbols off, Christian and Muslim and the Star of David. It's kind of it. They were bouncing down, and Teespring kept flagging me for that. So I removed the religious symbols, and it let me have the thing. So I'm not my luck. Yeah, it's letting me sell crap. Although I want to keep that. That's like mine. It was like Wile E. Coyote's super genius to have that cat knocking that stuff off. Am I wrong? I'm not wrong, huh?
Fuck this, fuck this one in particular. Yeah.
Yeah. So cool merch. Yeah, that's the discount.
That's the discount.
Yeah.
All praise God, cat.
That's cool. And then so I've got another one that says atheisting. Atheisting. Also at the same time, I've got a travel blog I'm trying to develop. Part of my problem is I don't understand really. I kind of do, is, to be honest, I don't have time. I'm working on time, but Instagram. See, I have a travel blog called Atheisting, where I'm atheisting. It's to atheists somewhere while you're doing something. To be an atheist is all it is. So I've got the definition cups with the definition of atheisting on it, stuff like that. That's some merch I've got. Somebody asked me in the chat one time. They said I said, "Hey, look at this new shirt I made," and they said, "Can you make a shirt that says, can I cuss? Do you mind if I cuss? Am I cussing or no cussing?"
Of course you can cuss.
Oh, okay. He said, "Can you make me?"
Dude, you've been in my shows before.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's been a day or three. It says, "Can you make me a shirt that says fuck religion?" I was like, "Sure, I guess I can." So I think it was the next morning I got up and I started to make it, and I went to look, and he actually had responded and said, "Well, actually, would you say make a shirt that says that stay out of religion, stay out of my government unless you're paying taxes," or something like that. And so I took it and I wrote fuck religion along the side. Then I did the what he said, and then I added. I'll even put a link to it. If you'll give me just a second, I'll put a link to. Not that I'm wanting to show
Absolutely.
it.
Sure.
I love the shirt, dude.
And obscure observations. I think that's Wes who's in under that name today. Yes, I am on the panel at Faithless Forum this year. Yeah, something really special is going to go down. So I wish you could make it too, buddy.
I wish I could make it. Me too, brother. Me too. All right. So here's this one here. It's tax all religions. That's what his deal was. It was to tax them all. And,
Yeah.
I'm going to put it. Do I have a wrench? I have a wrench. There we go.
Yes, you do. I don't even think I have one in your show.
Yeah, you need one. I think everybody and their dog has one. So there's the one that tax all the religions. I made that. He just said tax all religions on all assets. But I've heard people say that religious people people will say that about religions. They'll be like, we need to tax religion. If they want to get in our politics, they need to be taxed. I'm like, no, they don't get in our politics. They don't get to have a say in our politics. They still need to be taxed, but that doesn't give them a say in our politics, period. So I just kind of added that to the shirt, tax all religious organizations. And then I put but taxation does not mean me. So I've sold one of those.
I'm with Kristen here. I'd say find them all, like Blue Collar Heathen said.
Yeah, I think. But here's my deal. I think that they should not be allowed to practice their religion until
why?
Prove or not. I don't preach it. Collect money. I'm sorry, collect money. Churches shouldn't be able to collect money until they can prove their God is real. That's just I'm being.
I'll always defend their right to believe and practice what they want.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to use that influence to take away other people's rights. That's where I draw the line.
Yeah. There's another one. That's my favorite shirt. Yeah. No, I get you. Oh.
Tax all religions. I agree with that. I don't think that churches should be allowed to get away with it.
Yeah. So I finally learned that you can do black on white. So I made one that says the atheisting right here in front of God and everybody. That's my new favorite one. So there you go. Enough about my merch. Hawking my crap. But it's actually fun. Actually, I can't believe it. It blows my mind anytime somebody buys my stuff. I'm like, really? Somebody bought
You got one with just the logo, right?
I'm all yeah. I have some.
I'm all about the logos, right? I like the logos. So that's why I'm going to make my shirt. It'll have a big ass fucking logo on it. So.
I think one of them has the little logo on the front with something cool and catchy on the back.
That's the one I'd be after.
Let me see. I think I have one of those. Do you even atheist, bro? I think that's it. Yes.
Okay.
I think I have one of these. Let me show you. I'll show you.
Whoop. That's not the one. That's the one.
All right. Peep that, my homie.
Really?
I'll put a link in the page over there in the place. Do you see it?
This one here? You even atheist, bro?
Yep.
Okay, I need that one.
Here you go. Let me show you. Let me put it over here, and I'll share the screen because I actually know how to do this. I guess I'm smarter than that.
You're one up on me. Oh no,
There you go.
I figured it out too.
So there's the share screen.
Right.
That's what it has on the front. It's got my logo, and then on the back, it's got. I got that from
in black with white writing.
I can actually absolutely. I'm fixing to make a whole series like that. Absolutely, yeah.
Because you know me, I like my shirts black.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd wear it with your little logo right here, and then have that on the back. That'd be fucking dope.
Absolutely, yeah. And then here's that other one. Let me show you that other one. Boom, boom. There you go. We go storefronts.
Look at you making the bucks.
Trying, huh?
The cat one? Is this the cat one?
Yeah. Well, I actually have 2 or 3 different stores. If you want, yeah. I'm still building. I'm still learning how to do it. But one of them is, yeah. I'll tell you what. Rather than tear up your thing, because I don't have any idea what I'm doing. Let me find it, and then I'll show you. Yeah, there's the cat one. Yeah. So now I find it. Duh. And here we go. We go. Share this. Oh yeah, you can share it back up there, brother. So yeah, so I got this like cool little logo. Whenever you're ready, go do the GP.
Hello, agnostic pagan mother, Mary Meat as well. I remember those days when I used to say that. Oh, are we going on with this one now, or
yes, please? There's the cat one. The cat one, yeah.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool. I don't know why it does it all where it shows all
the bright colors. Fuck.
Yeah, I've got some with just the logo.
Pillow? Oh, cool. I have something.
Yeah, pillows.
I can punch that. Right?
Yeah. Here's the atheisting definition. Yeah. You know.
Atheist, bro, that's cool, man. Leggings too, but you see you got to be like Nacho and put your face on the butt part.
Yeah.
Sit down there, sit on your face.
But see, so these are some of my earliest ones. I didn't know how to do colors. I mean, I did 1 or 2 on accident. The wife's like, get off of it. Yeah, I'm moving. Yeah. All right, so take me down. Anyway, it's cool. It's cool. It's just I'm learning a lot about it. It's a business.
Shit ton of merch there. Hopefully that all goes well for you, for sure.
Yeah. Well, I gotta figure it out. I gotta add more all the time. Stop sharing. There we go. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. The merch thing is all right. Like I said, at least with the merch thing, somebody gets something. With the GoFundMe, they get a thank you, a wave. I'll send pictures. With any luck, I'll get to go to the American Atheist thing, and I'll get to live stream from the booth, interview people. I don't know when the morning show is going to happen, but I'll probably have the morning show from my hotel room every morning, and then go ahead and do, like an afternoon stream live there from the show.
Yeah, I'm hoping to do some live streaming from Faithless Forum this year.
Yeah.
However, I am bringing my little Sony Handycam with me to possibly do some other filming as well, and then just releasing it on the channel, like uploading it to the channel instead of live. So then I can do premieres.
Yeah, that should be fun. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is going to be pretty cool, man. This year is going to be pretty cool. I'm really stoked that I get to be a part of the panel and actually, talk about what I do and stuff to the people there that may not know my channel.
Yeah.
So, but most of them do by now, I'm pretty sure.
Well, if it's at all possible, I'll see if I can get to make it. I don't know how that's going to go. Right now, I'm again just focused on this one. If I can do a little better, then we'll see. So
sure, I'd love to see it.
And everything I get, all the money that I get, that's one of the reasons why I'm stopping StreamYard is because that any money that I could be paying towards StreamYard is going to go towards the hotel, the trip, stuff like that. So I'm going to quit StreamYard, go back to free OBS Streamlabs, StreamYard free, mix them all up with Jen and Critical Cripple's little magic stuff and save the coin there. And that way I can use that coin to hopefully get there. And can you imagine what that's going to do for my little channel? I'm going to have all these.
I went last year and I gave away stickers. Like I printed like 200 of them and gave away like 170 of them, I think. Really? And I watched my subscriptions go up from there because people were interested in finding out what I wanted to do. And just getting to hang out with all the other creators that I watched for years, like Aaron and Matt and Drew and Thomas and Eric and Jamie, who actually I phoned in and talked to them well before that, so they already knew who I was. and just getting to hang out and Rachel and Stephen or Rationality Rules, Cosmic Skeptic, all those guys, the people that I've been watching for at least a few years, and getting to meet them and hang out and drink with them was fucking amazing.
That's going to be, yeah.
And it was huge. It was huge for me. I mean, it launched it. And I think one of the coolest things that I heard last year was when I was there, apparently Drew and Thomas had already decided that year that they wanted me on the panel the following year, which when they told me that, I was like, holy shit, really? Wow. I guess I made some kind of an impression, but yeah,
that's awesome.
That's pretty cool. That's why I always recommend, if you can get to Faithless Forum and you have a channel that, especially one that's as good as yours, Chris, you should get there and promote.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I plan. That's. We'll see how that goes. You know? Yeah. Right now, my next goal, of course, I want to have. Guess what? You're not gonna believe this, dude. You're not gonna believe this. I'm gonna have Richard Carrier on my show this Saturday.
It's just one of the reasons I love it. Your sense of humor just kills me.
Yeah. So this Saturday, Richard Carey on my show. This guy's show. Whose show? My show. This guy's show.
That guy's show, right there.
That's right. So Richard Carey, the next person I'd like to have. I'm also working with Damien Marie Adhope. So
I gotta get in touch with him because he's got to come on my show. The guy's fucking awesome.
Yeah. I'm sure he'd love to. He is amazing. He'd probably, I don't know what time he sleeps. He posts from very early, so he may be sleeping, but I may be able to see if I can get him into your after party. Did you email him yet?
Tonight? No, I haven't emailed him yet.
I could send him a message and see if he'd be available to
if he's up, party. Tell him to come into the after party tonight, and we can set up his fucking being. I got 1 day left in April, and I haven't set up May yet. But,
can you hold that place in April for him just for now?
Absolutely.
And I'll send him some hate mail right now.
That'll work.
Hate mail. Be like, hola, señor.
Send him a drunken text. Hey, baby, what are you wearing?
So let me go find him here while you do work your magic. So after part, I had to put on my glasses. The wife gets me about the glasses.
We can see what you're doing.
So I'll just. I'm just sending him a quickie here.
Yeah, if he could come into the after party tonight, that would make my day. Because Damien, I've kind of followed him around on Facebook for quite some time, and I think he's pretty fun.
Yeah.
And that beard of his just kicks my ass every time. He should be Canadian with that bright red.
You think?
Duncan Downham? Uh-oh. Hello, Duncan. I don't think I've seen your name in my chat before. Welcome.
Darth Dawkins.
What?
Yes, Darth. Hi, Darth. Hey, Darth. Before you go, don't go away, Darth. Hold on. Nobody bouncing, please. I'd like to talk to Darth let me just send this.
Wait, is that actually Darth?
Yeah.
Oh.
Here in about what, half an hour, 20 minutes? How long?
Well, we're almost at the close, so yeah, I would say about 20 minutes, 20 to 25 minutes for sure. We'll have the stream go. No, it's not Darth. Kristen said it's not Darth. Well, even if it was, it's fine if he jumps into the chat and wants to, do whatever he says.
Okay. No, all right. So here, the only reason why I don't know if it is Duncan. Oh, Duncan Downham. I thought all right. I'm sorry. It's not Darth. That's not Darth.
You're thinking Duncan Atheism.
Maybe it is Duncan Atheism. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. Anyway.
It's actually his logo is actually kind of clever, if you ask me.
I haven't seen it. Well, I have seen it. I thought it was Duncan Donuts
logo, but it just says Duncan Atheism.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that's actually kind of clever for a fucking believer guy. Not Darth.
Well, I thought about having Darth on my morning show just to have him on the morning show and visit with him and say, hey, man,
I recommend you talk to Shannon Q, maybe Jim Majors and some of the other people that have dealt with him.
I'll send Jim Majors a message. I sent Shannon Q a message. She never responded. I don't tend to send people more than one message.
Oh, I'll have to have words with her. Because you should have her on your show too.
Well, that's what I did. I invited her to my show. through Twitter. I had her on Twitter, and she just never responded. So
I think the coolest thing that she's done recently is she got to work with Dark Matter 2525. She got to voice a character, which I would love to do with him.
Me too. That would be so amazing. That's one of the earliest that I remember is Dark Matter 2525.
I have an idea, Chris. You and I both do voice work.
I could do, yeah.
We should do something together.
I'm not against that at all. I like that idea. You know, I have an idea. Can I tell you a secret? I want to tell you a secret. How many people were you? Only 22 people?
Keep this secret, guys. It's hush.
Let me tell you a secret. This is an idea I had. Now, originally it was with Jay, and if Jay is watching, it's still an option. But I was thinking about having Hammer. I don't remember one of the Hammer brothers. Jay's character. He's got the two hammers, the cousins.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You have no idea what I'm talking. Jay does these two characters. One, he just puts up this image of a dwarf, and he talks like this right here, and he makes funny voices, and he does all kinds of stuff, and he, picks on himself, and that's what he does. And so I was thinking about having him call in. You know Bob and Tom? You ever heard the Bob and Tom show or a morning show?
Nope.
You never heard of them? Anyway, it's a morning show on the radio. I can't believe, dude, do you live a cloistered life or what? What the hell? What the hell, man? Anyway, Bob, this guy named Donnie Baker calls. There's Donnie Baker, and he talks like this right here. I swear to God, I did. And so he calls in on this show, and I don't know if it's recorded or not, but it's hilarious. And I've thought about having people such as yourself, or as the Hammer Brother character that you're apparently not aware of, call in on this show and do voices on the show. Now, in your case, you would be not able to do it because you're usually at work. However, it could be something I could record. I record, I play it back, and then I actually just play off of it, and me and the people in this stuff like that. That's not a bad idea. So
I can do some pretty cool kind of rednecky voices if you like.
Ready? Yeah.
Hey, Early. Hey, what did Ma say? Or I reckon, something like that.
There you go. Any of those will work. Yeah. The only voices I don't tend to make voices as like that, as I'm pretending to be somebody else. I just kind of do, but I don't know how to put it. I do make voices. It's just not, I'm just, I don't know.
Wait, put your weapon. I mean, you're no harm.
I do that. Yeah. But sometimes I just break into this redneck voice for like, yeah, I know what you mean. Show me your titties or something like that. And I'm just my wife hates it. She hates it when I do that. It reminds me of my twin brother because I'm like this. I'm a nerd, I'm a nerd.
Me too.
And my twin brother is a truck driver in the oil field, and he does play some video games, but he drinks beer and he barbecues all the time. And he believes in Jesus. And
you want to know how to instantly look smarter? You just did it yourself, my friend.
Put my glasses on. Yeah. Well, they're like big windshields, and they block my whole face here. And then I got the monitors up there. Not who? Agnostic Pagan Mother is here.
Yeah.
Hello.
Titties. No, Duke's not here yet.
Duke's not here yet. Hey, Nakasuchi's here. Hey, Nakasuchi. Howdy. He's actually one of the first people I met whenever I came here. I was like, hey, and he said, hey, back. And I couldn't believe he said, hey, back to me. So I've talked to him a couple times. My show time is stupid early. Elsewise, he'd be on my show, but it's stupid early.
You know what? You could probably twist his arm to be up early.
Maybe on the weekend
for him though, because he's like east, so it'd be like 8, 9 in the morning for him.
Well, this weekend I'm having Dr. Richard Carrier on my show. Whose show? My show. I'm having Dr. Richard Carrier. Yeah,
I almost wish I had a confetti button. Confetti would
pop up every time, play music. It'd be funny if he saw this. I'd be all petrified. I fanboyed last night totally. I was like, I'd seen his stuff. Yeah, I'd seen his stuff. I'd sent him the message after you gave him my email, and I think he waited a day before he responded. And I was like, he thinks I'm some kind of douchebag. And then he responded as like, now I saw his email, and then so he's gonna be here. I'm excited, terribly excited. Nakasuchi.
Thanks, Naka. Just want to come in and say hi. You can't be here for long.
Oh, yeah.
Man, I would have invited you to the after party. I haven't been in one for, I don't know, a couple of weeks anyways.
Many moons.
Many moons.
Sometimes, I come home, the time the show is going on depends on what time your show is. Me and the wife she's just getting home, and there's this our time, which is after she gets home.
That's all the information we need, sir.
Yeah. So, no, we chill and relax and eat dinner and stuff. That's all.
I'm envisioning like pantyhose and underwear.
We're old people. I don't know what the hell you're thinking.
Old, so what?
Anyway, so what I'll do is I'll tend to put your show up on the thing over there. I can't hear them. I'll mute it, but I'll say hi and stuff. I'll say hi.
Yeah, for sure. I've seen you do that before.
Yeah.
Who's David Worley?
Happy wife, happy life.
Ken, have I ever had Ken Humphreys? I don't even know who that is.
Some people suggest names to me, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's a great idea, and I write it down, and I'm like, who should I get on the show? And I got no ideas. And there's these names I've written down or made notes of. All people give me wonderful advice all the time. I need like organization skills and therapy and assistant something.
So Christian wants to know if you're going to have any cool guests on your show in the near future.
Richard Rory, he doesn't go by Dick. Richard Carrier.
I don't know if you know this, but Richard Carrier is going to be on my show. So Monday we're going to have, I need to pull up my thing. I know we're going to have Andy Hall
on my show, pal.
I'm sorry, pardon me.
Don't be pulling on your thing on my show.
Pull it.
At least turn the camera off or something.
Oh, I see. No time for romance. See, there's that voice. Yeah. So that's kind of the thing. Yeah. Fun.
So make it quick.
What was the thing?
So we're over the hour, pal. So make it quick.
Oh no! All right. So Godless Granny, Andy Hall. The writer. He's a writer at Patheos.
Yep, I do.
I believe he's going to be here next Tuesday or this Tuesday. He's going to be a co-host with me, and we're going to interview Godless Granny and her grandmother. Godless Granny is a content creator, but I believe Andy is going to be a regular host with me every Tuesday so far on the Daily Atheist Morning Show. I'm excited about that because, like I said, he's a blogger over at Patheos, and he's a humor blogger. So, with my sense of humor and his sense of humor, it should make for a good morning show. Fun.
Oh, there's many humans, Chris. You're going to have to be more specific.
Hi, Christy. That's awesome.
Christy, you got the email I sent you for Dr. Carrier, correct? Yeah, because I had him on just recently with his deconversion story, and him and I were drinking, and it was great. He was drinking bourbon, and I was drinking beer.
Mm-hmm.
It was awesome. And the after party, because when I told him about the after party when we first started going, like, well, we'll see how it goes. I'm kind of tired. And of course, a couple of bourbons into the show, and all of a sudden he's raring to go. And he stuck around for the whole thing. That was amazing.
Do you want to go ahead and shut this one down and fire up the after party? Take a little break.
Why don't we do that? Yeah, because I'm as you can see, I'm doing this because I got to pee like a mother right now. So.
I could do a little walking myself. Get up and walk around.
There you go. Yeah, me too. And I have to use this because of my back issue. Right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it kind of sucks right now.
Okay.
Anywho, well, Chris, man, thanks for coming on and sharing your story with us and talking about your channel and what you do. It's been fucking so much fun. Like we literally, guys, we had to take a couple of minutes break because Chris was losing his shit after a comment.
I'm a bad man. You should not go back and laugh at that. That's not funny.
I'll find the part where it's in and I'll put the numbers right in the description. Right to that point. Short bio. Yeah, short bio. More like short bus. No, I'm kidding. Anyway. We will get into an after party. If any of you guys are interested in joining Chris and I for the after party, please let me know either through Facebook or Twitter through messaging, and I will allow you guys to come on in, and we'll shoot the shit for a little while.
What was that?
I said we'll shoot the shit for a little while longer, and I've got some yummy Chinese food to look forward to because my buddies ordered it downstairs. So when I head down from here afterwards, I'm going to be chowing down on some Chinese food. Yeah. Anyway, also, guys, all the links to Chris's important stuff are down below in the description, so please check that out. And if you do like what I do here on my show and you want to help out because you're so awesome that way, you can. I have multiple links down below where you can do that as well. And I think what I'm gonna do now is if anyone gets me anything off of the Amazon wish list, I will send you as a little bonus. It's not worth much, but it's a little thank you. One of these fine stickers. All right. So, and I just ordered 500 more of them. So
there you go.
I got a great deal on it.
So you do have a Patreon, right? You do, yeah.
I do have a Patreon. Yeah.
People, throw this man some coin.
I will be setting up a merch store soon.
I encourage it. It's very helpful. It helps build your brand, and then people really. I got to be honest. It does certainly feel much better to know they got something.
Should we start from the beginning?
Do-overs, redos.
Not our fault you're late, doorknob head. Sorry, but you're gonna have to hang out with us in the after party.
He can watch. He can restart the video later.
Yeah, that's right. Once it renders or whatever the fuck they do. Anyway,
right.
Chris, man, thanks again, and thank you everyone for hanging out with us. I hope you guys had a good time, and we will be jumping into the after party probably within the next 15 minutes. So look for that. You just look for the Chris Mallard after party, and we'll be there shortly.
Thunderbird asked a question. I've just got to make sure we know that next Saturday, Richard Carrier will be on my show, the Daily Atheist Show. So I just want to take care of that.
Absolutely.
Y'all have a good night. Thank you for joining me.
And if you want even more Richard Carrier, I just interviewed him a few days back, so you can go look for that as well.
Go look for that.
And until next time, guys, like I always say at the end of these things, like the late, great Christopher Hitchens once said, it's called faith because it's not knowledge. And we'll see you guys next time.